how's it going? Welcome back. Come on in. So what you got there? '86. Yeah, okay. You may be looking to consign it. Yeah, we can do an appraisal, a little bit of an inspection, maybe talk about a pricing strategy. Yeah, I'd love to help represent it for you and get it sold. Sure, here, let's take a look. So this is the original, what they call the chainsaw case, right? I think it's a beast. So, very, very oversized. It looks like it might be missing the Gibson logo here. The rest of this looks era correct. Well, let's take a look at the actual guitar. This thing is great. So 80s, you're thinking 86. Let's take a look. It's exactly an 86. So this means that this is actually a first year reissue. A 62 reissue Gibson SG. What a fantastic guitar. Gibson Deluxe tuners. Mahogany back, mahogany, full mahogany body, mahogany neck, and that's a near one piece. It technically is a 3-piece. You'll see that there is a cut in on the side and on that side as well. There's no dovetail cut, and there's no extra piece at the heel. So this is a 1986 Gibson SG. This is a 62 reissue. Now, one of the reasons that that's so significant is because it's a first year reissue with Gibson's transition to getting their guitars back to being as close to historically correct as possible. So you could think of this 86 as a transition guitar. These are going to be original, authentic Tim Shaw Gibson pickups, humbuckers. There is all original hardware. It's all original pots, original knobs. They appear to be original tuners. That's one that would be difficult to tell. They appear worn, relics, considering everything else is original. I would guess the tuners are original as well. A 100% stock, unmodified, first year 62 reissue, 1986 Gibson SG. There's gonna be a stamp under this humbucker. It says HCH. That stands for Historic Custom Humbucker. Under your neck pickup, there is the signature from one of the factory workers, probably the main luthier that worked on the guitar. Original pots, point-to-point wiring. There's no PCB board, there's no plug-and-play connectors. Full point-to-point, hand-soldered, original pots, full original electrical system. Now, these pickups are also very significant, and these would be considered collectible at this point. These pickups are built to PAF specs, PAF. Those are the patent specs. So what they did is they actually would get the historic, truly vintage pickups. They would disassemble them. They're gonna measure the gauge of the wire. They're gonna see how they're wound. What's the methodology? What's the winding count? What are the materials used in the magnets? So these are gonna actually be built to an actual analyzed spec that they did of genuine older 62 pickup humbuckers. These are going to be the real deal. Also, whether you're genuine 62 humbuckers or 86 in this time period, we're talking hand wound. Sometimes due to supply chain and inconsistency or shortages of product, you're gonna get variance in all these pickups, and that's why they sound so alive. They sound like they have a texture, a character. Each is individual. It doesn't feel like an assembly line, CNC machine wound type of manufacturing where there's just no soul. These are hand wound. This is hand wired. This entire guitar is going to be hand built, hand carved. You're going to get that inconsistency, that human error. I've seen a few of these come through, and there is a little bit of a spread on them. The market's wide on something like this because it has a lot of variables. How desperate is the seller? Do you find the right buyer? Do you find the buyer that understands what something like this is? The historic significance, the transition period. if those things align, I've seen these move in that $29.99 range. I've also seen them move sub 2,000 as well. So, a very reasonable, expected place that we could look at consigning this and realistically moving it, I would say is going to be in that mid $2,000 range. Now, let me just dust it off just a little bit. Just clean it up just a tad for us. Let me see how we're doing on a couple of items. Let's look over fretwear. We'll look at the action. Let me check the neck. I'm gonna look at saddle wear, nut wear, overall condition is it's so good. There's a lot of micro scratches, but I really don't see any significant dings. The electronics look perfect. A little bit of rusting going on with some of the screws, but I would be concerned if I didn't see that. But overall, this guitar is so clean and just such a great piece. So we can check action here, fret 1. That looks great. It's perfect. Also going to take a look here. That's a near perfect neck. Check this side as well. Near perfect. There's no twisting. There's no warping. There's no bows. Yeah. Go ahead and see if you can take a look here. Perfect. Intonation looks good. That's perfect. One of these. Intonation's perfect. Now we'll check action. player position. And the high E. Absolutely perfect. 4/64. Check for any buzz. Here at the top, this could indicate needing a little bit of a truss rod adjustment. It's perfect. And then I like to check a little bit closer to the end. Make sure we don't have any high frets on this side. No buzzing, no high frets. This thing's in excellent condition, especially given the year. This is starting to get to what would be considered vintage of a true vintage reissue. You have a 3-way selector switch. Got volume knob, another volume knob, tone, and tone for the bridge. Such a great piece. So I have here a consignment agreement. We'll be selling north of $2,000, so this will be the tier. And the store commission is 20%, 80% to you. There's a few other details, and you can read through that on your own time. Yeah, I'll give that to you. Yeah, perfect. There you go. All right. Well, let me go ahead and get this one in the computer. I'll take some photos, write some description, a little bit of history, and we'll get this one listed for you. Yeah, it'll be for sale on the website, monktonguitars.com. Yeah, people order from there. We sell on Reverb. People order from the website, and people come in and order in person in the shop. Locals coming through. It's a great question. Probably a little bit more in the shop than we do e-commerce. But as the store grows, that might change one day. We're probably about, for guitars, we're probably about 60 to 70% in the shop. Locals coming through, buying guitars. A lot of people are looking for their first guitar, Christmas presents, birthday, things like that. A lot of the higher end stuff ends up moving on Reverb. There's a larger audience. There's going to be a lot of people all across the world interested in this piece. Probabilities probably a little bit higher than that this would move e-commerce. But we always love it when a local comes in and buys a vintage piece of gear as well. Of course. Such a great piece. I appreciate you bringing this to me. Yeah, we'll have it up on the website by tomorrow. It'll be for sale. Yeah, is there anything else I could help you out with today? That sounds good. Yeah, when this one sells, we'll have a check for you. And then you can come back in and bring the next guitar. And I'll help you sell the next one. This sounds perfect. Okay, yeah, I'll give you a call when this one's sold. Okay, I appreciate you. Sounds good. I'm gonna go get some pictures taken. All right. Have a good day. I'll see you next time. All right. Bye now.